I think it's because you want to look as tall as me. Or maybe the light's just better over there.
I mean, yeah, the light is shining on me and I'm giving you a break. You've been in the sun all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so speaking of being in the sun all day, Calvin, you just finished up your third round of the Dynamic Discs Open.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? If you could put it into words, I know that like most feelings are abstract, but could you define them real quick, or at least one?
I'm kind of feeling hungry. That's probably the main one. But if we're
Can you hold this real quick?
But if we're talking about disc golf, I'm feeling kind of a little frustrated about how I played. Missed a few too many circle one putts today, so I would say my putting was lackluster. And then I threw some pretty bad shots, got a couple good breaks, and that definitely saved me a couple strokes.
Nice. I'll take that back. Do you have a peanut allergy?
We'll find out.
I like that. Adaptability. That's like one of the key qualities of being a master in our disc golf game.
Man,
Yeah, take as much as you need.
the best interview I've ever had.
Right?
I'm getting fed.
Thank you. You know, that's what friends do. Okay, so now I tried to ask you one of the biggest questions possible. Can you define the undefinable? Now I want to get a little smaller and a little bit more specific.
Yeah.
And let's talk about your round. Right off the bat, hole 16. Let's just talk about hole 16. How did that go for you? Because I didn't watch.
Skipped it off the water and I got the birdie.
Wow. Now was that intentional?
I do throw it low. If it hits the water, as long as it's not right there at the edge, you're fine. It'll always pop up and land in bounds. And then if it's a little bit higher, I'm basically playing to hit the wall. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of intentional. I don't try to float it on the island. It's kind of hard to read. The hole seems to play a little longer than the tee sign says, and especially with the headwind, I just kind of grip it and rip it.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about that earlier with the distance on the tee sign. Do you put a lot of your trust and faith in the numbers on the tee sign, or not, or somewhere in between?
I think they're generally pretty close, so I trust them, but also, I mean, you have to take into account your practice and how you feel about how it's playing. So I see 315 on that tee sign. I feel like it plays a little longer.
Good. Yeah, I mean, again, adaptability. That's what it's all about. And that like spatial recognition, cognitive reasoning, big terms.
Big words.
Big words. So, okay, 16 was good. Did you have any holes out there that were bad?
Yeah, I had a few. I bogeyed 17 with a good drive, so that was disappointing. A couple bad shots, and then I missed circle one putt. Then I also bogeyed hole, I don't know what it is, like 14. Hole 14 with a bad tee shot that went OB, and then a kind of short up shot. And then other holes sprinkled in there. I missed a couple other circle one putts, which that's always disappointing. It really wasn't that windy today, so putting really it shouldn't have been that hard. But yeah, I mean, overall, I can't be too upset with my final score when I don't really feel good about the way I threw the disc.
Interesting. I like that, though. I like that. It's like a balance between the process and the result. And I think like when we put too much faith or too much focus on one or the other, then we lose sight of the other. Yeah. And then we fall off the balance beam. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. I think you summed it up pretty good there.
A lot of people have been saying that I've nailed it. And a lot of people have been only I have been calling myself the hammer.
Well, the hammer has nailed it.
So, Calvin,
I'll say whatever you want as long as you keep feeding me.
Yeah, man. I did have this line in my head, like, I've got half a cookie with your name on it, and
that's yours.
Whoa, thank you.
No, thank you.
Wow, that's Calvin Heimburg, ladies and gentlemen. He's generous when it comes to cookies, but on the final day of the tournament, anything but generous. So watch out.